Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Zero Father Hour. I was about to call it the Bone Father Hour there for a second. I'm really tired this morning. I am joined by my illustrious
This
co.
morning.
uh, I'm joined by my illustrious co-host Zoz Controller Drift Zero. How are we doing today, Zoz?
Oh, fucking wonderful. If my controls don't drift today, then something's wrong. Don't mind me standing up. I just realized I did not plug in my shit.
Dude,
One
better
thing is not plugged in.
gotta get that shit plugged in.
I just got. It's fine. It's fine. Just gotta grab. There we go. Box. Okay. Don't worry. I am not under prepped in any type of way.
Don't
This is
look.
the perfect amount of prep.
Look, it's better to go by the
Oh,
hand. It's better to keep our hands on the rails and just let it happen instead of like worrying about over prepping in case for every contingency. I mean, my power can go out at any moment, and we're still going to run the show.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. Through your phone?
Probably, yeah. I'll join on VR chat on my phone, and we'll get like that terrible mic quality. Get that like police
Oh,
operator
God.
mic quality.
All right. So, next podcast, we're going to be doing it all through our phone.
That's going to be a terrible episode. Don't watch that one.
I mean,
That's what we'll say for the next one. Can we get like as much dislikes on the video as possible if it's on our phones? Like just negative engagement at all points.
I can't figure out which tracker is low battery.
I mean, do we even really need trackers for this?
I found it. It's the hip. It's not charging. Good. I thought it was the foot.
So wait,
The hip was plugged in. I thought, oh,
so you're just plugging in a charger into the hip tracker then?
yeah. I got a fucking giant ass battery bank right here that I hook on my hip when I'm walking around in VR.
So what you're saying is that hypothetically, we can get you a bunch of battery packs, and you just plug each one into a separate tracker, and we can just make you look like the fucking Mechanicus from 40K.
My God, you should see my really late nights of like in VR and drinking. And yeah, I'm not ready to go to bed, but all my trackers are like dying and everything else. I will grab that battery bank. I'll grab this battery bank over here, and I'll grab the other one, and I'll just be wired up.
Dude, you have a Halloween. Buy a red robe, and you have a Halloween costume ready to go.
Wait, as what?
The Mechanicist for the tech priest from 40K.
Oh, oh my God, I could.
Yeah, just buy a red
Let's
robe, and
see.
you're done. See, that's what happens when you charge in the middle of the show. You just start like hip thrusting the air all of a sudden.
No, I've been having hard tracking issues for some fucking reason, and I can't fix them. I thought about going, hey, what if I just say fuck the base stations? I'll only use them for my hands. Good enough.
Like
So I looked
arms.
into the Vive, well, my hands, but I looked into the Vive Ultimate trackers.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to cost me like 800 something dollars Canadian, for three of them. And I was just like, do you know what? I could do that.
Oh.
Start researching into them. Apparently, sitting down, they can lose connection pretty well. If you do not have a nice bright space, like evenly lit space, they can just go off and everything else. So base station tracking still the best tracking to go by.
I mean, the lighting thing, that's a given. A lot of like headsets have issues tracking in the dark, but the sitting thing's weird. I imagine like in VR, you would want to sit down at some points for some games, and not being able to track when you're sitting down. That's bizarre.
Yeah, like this tracks decently. Apparently the hip tracker on the other one messes up. I'm just like, these are kind of starting to get old.
Hmm.
So
Well,
yeah,
what can you do?
I buy more, but I don't really
No.
want to buy more till I move.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, don't buy more right. You don't need more, okay? Having little glitches for
Look,
tracking. All right.
so after I move, I'm buying a full new set, and these will just be backups and spares. Um, because I want to get like feet, legs, so they just go above your legs, hip, chest, arms, and then my hands will obviously already have that. But yeah,
What
also arms.
What if we just crowdfunded you one of those like motion tracking suits that they use for like capturing like actors for like a CGI scene, like just the mocap suit, just the full ass.
I found out if look, if we can get me $30,000 to go USD to go get the mocap suit, the one that's really great at tracking.
Yeah, like the one Richard Badman
There
uses.
are programs that make it work in VR chat.
Okay, so it's time to start like a GoFundMe.
I already looked into this.
It's time to start.
I already looked into
We gotta do a GoFundMe now.
The only reason I want to do that when I move, though, not the fucking whole suit, but
Yeah.
like all the trackers, because I want to do dancing again.
That's true. Well, what kind of dancing? Wait a minute.
I love dancing. Many kinds.
Oh boy.
No, not just that. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter. Also, like normal dancing. Jesus Christ.
Like the Just Dance world that you do with like Sculler a lot.
That, but going to like the clubs and dancing at those.
Mm.
Or dancing at there's some dance event stuff in VR chat that's pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that whole like nightclub-esque scene in VR chat that I don't hate, but I dislike some of the people in it.
Oh, I'm not talking about the nightclub part. I'm talking about like the more dancing event.
Yeah,
Which is still also toxic.
yeah. Like there's a lot of like weird people who get attracted to that, and I think it's like bottom of the line. Let me make this clear before I get launched to a tangent. That's just me being angry at people I make up in my head. I genuinely think like a lot of I think a lot of the like these scenes in VR chat are really cool. I am super impressed about like a lot of like the nightclub scenes or like the bar worlds. I think that's really fucking neat, and I can't wait to see where like the technology goes in the next 20 years. As long as like we're still around in 20 years.
Yeah. Some of those are just fucking amazing.
Like genuinely awesome.
Going to those and like actually having it like pop off where it's awesome and it's like not just a bunch of drama shit. Because some are just those and you just go next one.
But then you get the guys going.
But like some.
No, you finish. Sorry. No, you finish. Go ahead. I'm gonna.
Oh, but then there's some actually like fully proper ran ones that I've gone to in the past and stuff, and they'll fully kick out the people who are the problem and everything else. They actually got people like running the whole event. It's like, oh, that's actually cool.
But then you get those terrible people you're talking about, the ones that like, you know, start drama, take VR chat way too seriously, the ones that scream about, oh, my phantom pain, oh.
Oh, it's hard for me to watch any kind of VR chat troll videos because I watch and go, this is kind of very cringe. But then I also watch them and go, God, those are the people that are actually in VR chat.
Yeah, they think this is their life. They think this is real.
People eat, sleep, and everything else in this.
Yeah, eat, sleep, drink, VR chat, repeat.
I'm saying all this, but I did that for 55 hours on a stream. I ate in here, slept in here. The only time I left is to go take a shower, which I did daily. To go grab food and come back quickly, which I actually just had made cans and I would just eat out of the can.
Okay, but in fairness, you were streaming that. That was like a 50-hour like live stream. So I guess
I was doing content.
Yeah, that was content. Yeah. You weren't just like doing that naturally. That wasn't your base form. That you had to work to achieve that form. The Super Saiyan Zoz, if you
would. Don't call it that. The base form. Oh God, is. Anyways,
you still gotta get that Frieza.
Just,
you still gotta get that Frieza chair for your avatar when you're sitting down. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's right. I need to do that. I've been working on creating assets for VR chair right now.
Really?
Yeah. So my first one that I kind of wanted to fuck with, which I have most of the animations built on it so far, is the Doom Shield. I'm making it where it's on your back and you can just like do like what it does in Doom, and it'll slide down your arm onto your hand, and then have the saw go and everything else, and then it'll have contacts, and then I want it where you can be able to throw it and then it'll come back to you. And whatever colliders it might hit, it will just spew blood on people colliders.
I've said this before, and like I said this before, obviously. But I'm asking again just for like, you know, podcasting. You really should consider monetizing your work on VR chat. Like the stuff you do for like modeling and avatar work.
I'm actually thinking about selling this as a avatar add-on where people can just put on an avatar easily with VRC Fury.
Do that. And then you should sell that for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? $5?
It depends.
I
The shield, I'd say maybe a
have
little
no
bit.
clue.
$1, $1.
$1.
No, what you have to do is you have to do what some stores are doing, where you have to have like an active tie to the stock market. So in real time, the price can go up and down.
Oh my god, no, it's so dumb.
Speaking of creating
Uh,
assets, there's something I wanted to ask you because we were talking about making the set here look a little more like personalized. I had something in mind that would be really funny, but I have to search up the image for it. So I'm doing that right now. But to while I'm searching that up, I'm gonna transition us to another topic. You've been able to play DBD recently, and you were able to play against Springtrap. That doesn't bode well.
any criticism that comes from me, I don't play the game often.
It's true he doesn't.
I do not. I only play with friends. It's not. I like a cat and mouse game. I think that that
Literal,
uh
liter-
almost said the wrong game.
Let me say this:
Dead by Daylight.
literally, you only play every time like we drag you for a new chapter drop, and then you stop playing the game until the next chapter
No,
drops.
I play with Scholar 2, and I play here and there if like the kind of plan is to play that game. It's like, okay, I'll play. I like the cat and mouse game. I do like that. I think Dead by Daylight, it's just a bit too much.
Yeah,
There's a bit too many perks and everything else. There's just a lot of shit.
I can agree with that. Like for me, it's because I've been playing it since the Resident Evil chapter so much. I think that's like we're coming up on 5 years now, and you kind of just get into that mindset that that's it's sort of the case for like stuff like Rainbow Six Siege and a lot of other older games that have like their own like weird like tribal knowledge. I think is the term that we used to use in like QA, where
Yeah, I
basically
used to play Rainbow Six Siege when it first came out. Stopped playing it. All these operators came out, and then I was like, "Is it worth playing Rainbow Six Siege?" And then I'm just like watching people play and stuff like that. I was like, no, there's too much shit now. There's too much meta stuff. I have no fucking clue.
yeah,
It's just it's one of those games I just go, eh.
you just can't do it anymore.
But I get why games do that because I don't think Dead by Daylight would survive to this day if they just kept that as a basic cat and mouse game. You kind of need to change it up some stuff, add new content.
But I've said this about the game before, and I think it's important. There needs to be a change in like just how like the trials work. I think there needs to be new gameplay introduced or something, like a new like way to interact with trials or something.
Is there a way in the game to turn off the perks at all?
Don't play with perks.
Oh, okay. So you just go come to agreement. You just don't play with perks.
I mean, you're the one not
Okay.
playing with perks. Everyone else will be playing with perks.
No, I mean like on a custom game. I know I've only played custom games a few times.
Oh well, I mean, yeah. If you're doing custom games, you could just tell everyone, okay, we're not playing no perks. Let's just do a random vanilla match.
Okay, that's
But I don't.
I'm still using the same perks from a long time ago. I just keep copying them over from my character. I say I took a picture, copied it over because I'm not going to read through all these perks. It's a lot. It's too many.
Fuck, I'm trying to look for this image.
Uh,
Hold on. But
I do really wish I did not get the map that I got when
uh,
when I finally became killer. I wish I did not get that map.
it was RPD,
So
wasn't it?
yeah, it's like you were playing with us. I'm pretty sure.
I don't was I because we were rotating it out. I may have been spectating that match.
I forget, but I went in it, and we were playing on the Resident Evil map.
Hmm.
And my perks, because I don't really know the maps at all, is to show me your guys' location every so often.
Right.
Everything, well, it's easier for me to see your guys' location within a certain radius and stuff. And I would see you guys through the floor. I was like, how the fuck do I get down there? I was really wishing I got a different map, like
Yeah.
any of like the more classic maps.
Like the RPD map is rough, but I'm going to say that so when that map originally came out, because with the way the map is now, it's split into two. You have the West Wing and the East Wing. Basically, it's just the further ends of each map. It used to be the entire map, like just the entire RPD, and it didn't have as many like
That seems way too big.
debatable. I'm getting there. It
Okay.
also didn't have
Okay.
it didn't al- it also didn't have as many of like the entryways into bonus rooms. Like you notice how like some walls are destroyed, you can go through it. A lot of them didn't have that. Like okay, picture yourself in the main lobby and you go left, it's like that little room, then it's the hallway. So that
Yeah.
hallway used to be super narrow, like one person wide narrow, and there was no pallet in there, no like mini loop thing. It was just the hallway. Like a lot of like
Okay, I know which way.
yeah, and it was very I guess loyal, not loyal, but well, you know what I mean, to the original design of the map. But stuff like that was bad. But I don't think the map size was ever the problem. I think it is genuinely people
Oh,
just
I see now.
yeah. It's just
It was it was different proportions of certain type
yeah,
parts of the map.
stuff like that, and that stuff needed to be changed. But I don't think the map size was ever really a problem. I think it's just people refuse to learn how the map looks and works. Because when you break it down, the RPD is just two figure eights on top of each other. When you think about it, really, the hallways just do a figure eight, and you come back to the main lobby.
Yeah, I guess so, but not really doing the map all that often and seeing you guys up on like the roof area or whatever through a wall. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
do I get
yeah.
there?
For you, it's a different thing because you don't play as much as we do. You don't know how that stuff works. You don't know like where all the stuff is on that map. You don't know that map at the back of your hand like someone like Scholar or I do. And that's different. You don't have the skill set to. Okay, you don't know how. I'm not trying to say you don't have the skills to learn. Wait a minute. I want to reword that for a second. Um.
But I would have to put time in the game to learn, so I do not have the skill set to learn.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't have the skill set to know the map. That's what I was trying to say.
No, I don't have the skill set to learn it either.
Hmm. No, I think. I mean, no. You're a smart person. You have a skill set to learn.
Well, yeah, but to learn that, nah. I pick and choose. Like, there's only so many games out, and that's only a game that I'll play only with friends. I'll never play that alone.
That's.
It's one of the games that I don't find fun to play alone.
I mean, that's fair. Because again, it's also
Yeah.
like I was saying before, it has a lot of tribal knowledge. Like people who've been playing a long time know how certain things are. But if you're being initiated into it, it's like very hard to sort of penetrate into like specifically like flashlight saves or timing like pallets to properly stun killers and stuff like that, or just like what meta perks are. And that's kind of
Yeah, flashlight to me is useless.
yeah.
You give me a flashlight, it's useless in my hand.
I've been playing for like
I'm
5 years.
dead.
I'm still terrible at flashlights.
Yeah, like I've been blind a couple times, but then it's just like, okay, well, I know it's directly in front of me, so I know I gotta turn like right now. But that's about it.
Hmm.
Like, no, 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 no. I enjoyed the 2v8. I do not like how you could not have it as a custom game type.
That's coming.
It's coming, but it's not
It
here.
should have been here, sure, but it's coming.
You're about to say it should have been here. They should fix the bugs first.
The audio thing was a weird one. Apparently, it's tied to using the doors of the cameras with Springtrap. Apparently,
Weirdest one I had is no matter where I went, in one direction I could turn and like it would be in that direction type of thing.
yeah.
I think it was when I was a survivor on the Resident Evil map. Yeah, yeah, it was the first time we went to the Resident Evil map and someone else was the killer and I was the survivor. Um, I was running around trying to find this fucking gen. Wait, was it on that one or was it when you were hunting me? I forget. Whatever. And I just kept hearing a gen through the wall, and there was nothing on the other side of that wall. We were apparently at like the very north part or whatever, and then I would walk anywhere, but that gen would be like right there in that direction, but as loud as possible, no matter where I went. I could walk away like way down, and I could still be hearing it from that location, but as if I'm right up close to it. And I was like, this does not help. And I'm trying to listen to Jen because I don't know which Jen is actually like almost done. I think I was doing pretty good as a survivor though, because I was
Yeah,
getting like gens up pretty fast.
yeah, and you have more experience with Survivor too.
Yeah, because every time I play killer, it's going to be either 2v8s or custom.
Hmm.
because again, it's not a game that I'll play by myself.
Yeah, because why do that?
Yeah, a game that I'll play over and over again, which I just started the hard difficulty run on today, like completely hard, is the
Doom
Doom
Dark
Eternal.
Ages.
I beat
Wait, Doom Eternal.
Doom Dark Ages. Doom Dark Ages, I meant. My bad. Whoops. I was thinking Eternal. It's probably because I just found an FBX blade of the Eternal Sword. Shit.
Game was so
Uh,
good. I started playing the other one instead.
uh, no, I beat it, and I'm playing the hardest difficulty.
How's that going?
If I die, everything resets. I already died once because I only do 100% of damage to the enemies. They do 250% to me.
Ooh.
I can make it go higher. I can do 50% to them, and they can do 300% to me.
It's not a bad idea.
I can also make the parry window almost nothing. I can make everything like so fucking far down. If I was streaming, sure, I will hate myself for hours to do it. But I'm not streaming that.
You know what we will be streaming though? Well, at least I want to stream with you when it comes out. Fucking co-op mode for Hitman.
I'm only not streaming because it's hard for me to stream.
Well, no, when
you know what? I could try to stream anyways.
When you move into the new place, because obviously it's not going to come out for that and like shit like that. But that's something I want to do in the future. But to go back to Doom for a second, like, because so like I seen some stuff with Doom the Dark Ages, and what I'm getting a sense it plays closer to Serious Sam with like more open arenas.
Yeah, they're pretty open, but Doom was also like pretty open anyways. Unless, except for that one. But Doom is basically just open areas with lots of enemies. That's all it is.
Well, so Serious Sam, when comparing to like Doom, it's like you're placed in the middle of a Gmod map, and we're just spawning enemies on the edge of the map at you, types deal. And from what I saw from like a lot of the trailers, it was like that very much open. So no,
no. There'll be gates that they can come out of, but then they can also just be standing there, and you're like walking through the lever.
The lever.
Yes, the lever. You're walking through the level, and then you get to find like little hidden stuff and everything else. That's why you'd be seeing me on a map with all the enemies dead, but I'm walking around because I'm just like, I want the upgrade crystal, so I'm trying to find all the stupid fucking things. But now that everything's dead, I can just look for it.
Is it more open than the previous games?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%. And that, God, my favorite weapon in that game, the fucking saw. They got rid of the chainsaw, but I just got a chainsaw shield, and that thing was so much fun. I upgrade that thing to 100% first. Out of everything else. Ew. The last melee weapon kind of sucked. So the first melee weapon is just like a power glove type of thing, just your fists. The second one is a flail. That's pretty fun to use. The third one was like a bat type of thing, like a wooden fucking club type of thing. A maul? No. Anyways, I use that. It only gets one charge. It hits really hard, but it's not fun to use. So I immediately went back to my flail and just upgrade my flail all the way. Because I just found it more fun. The other one's more powerful, yes, but that one was just way more fun to use. Hit an enemy like 3 to 4 times and just throw them away.
How's the game been in terms of performance?
Oh, okay. After I turned on, oh, fuck you, Windows, you piece of shit. So what was the issue? I had to go into my fucking settings, into the graphical settings and everything else, within Windows, turn on GPU acceleration within Windows, because for some reason Windows had it off, and the game works just fine.
That sounds awesome.
Actually, all my games are actually running higher frame rates suddenly.
Is this
Fuck you, Windows.
Man, I love these hidden Windows settings. They're just awesome. They fuck my entire computer over until I fucking search for them and turn them off.
Apparently, because I kind of searched up going, okay, how the fuck did this turn off? Turns out one of the updates has randomly turned off certain people's fucking ones if you update it on that update. I'm like, well, how long has it been turned off for? Because I don't fucking know. Oh, that was annoying.
Again,
Because
why?
I wasn't just crashing on that game. I was
Yeah,
crashing
you
on like
a
the
bunch of shit.
other games. Yeah, and I thought it was a driver issue because I started crashing because updated the driver, and then after that, it's only new games I was playing that was crashing though.
Mm.
Any older ones didn't really matter.
Okay, so backtracking to what I mentioned before. So I couldn't find the specific image I wanted because so the image I was looking for, it was from, I first saw it in a Beagle Rush video, and it's a really funny book cover. I couldn't find the exact book cover, but I'm gonna send you like the quote that was on top on the cover. So hold on, I'm gonna post this in our DMs. And what I want
Okay.
basically is I'm gonna take like the image of like my character, my avatar currently. We're gonna put it on the book and make that quote the title of the book and just have it in the background.
The last two uploads I've done, I didn't do thumbnails for them. I've been too busy to do thumbnails. I'm just uploading them.
Dude, I love that I was like on pace to keep up with video uploads and going, oh man, I got a backlog done. I could start uploading like the day after a fucking podcast, and then immediately my power goes out for 5 days.
I was perfectly good too now, and now I skipped a week. I had that one go. I skipped a week, so this one will be next week, and the one from last week is happening Friday.
I also think it doesn't help that like, and this is mostly my fault, not your fault, but I keep delaying us from taking like more pictures or thumbnails because I don't show up in VR chat, and whenever I do, my headset's like on 2 power.
Do you not just plug in your headset? I just have a
Okay,
charge. Like
no,
all my shit's charging
okay,
24/7.
okay, no. That motherfucker was like plugged in for most of like the other night when I came online. It just for some reason. Okay, so the wire I'm using, this is the problem. The wire I'm using is mainly a data transfer wire, not a actual charging cable.
I stayed a slow charge.
Yeah, exactly. And I've just been the laziest fucking bitch about getting a charging wire specifically. Just going to Amazon, going, "Oh, give me a USB-C charging wire, 50 foot, thank you very much," and just ordering that. I keep putting it off. I'll do that later.
Oh, that's
It's
of course.
it's been like this since I got.
That's fair.
It's been like this since I got the headset.
Oh my god, that's actually kind of funny.
Just do it next week. I'll just do it later.
Why don't you do it for this weekend?
Uh,
We still haven't taken new photos.
I want to come on VR tomorrow, so like I'm gonna be taking like my fucking Switch charger, my
There you
Nintendo
go.
Switch,
That's the way to do it.
but it doesn't have the range for me to move while I'm wearing it. That's the problem.
Well, you at least charge it first.
Yeah. Charge it first. Maybe on my way home
At least
tomorrow.
you're in for like 2 hours.
No, my ass has got to stop at fucking Best Buy tomorrow just to get the fucking get a fucking charger.
Wait, yeah, you just stop somewhere. You're in a city.
But it's out of the way. There's no Best Buy on my way home. I literally have to go the opposite direction on my
Can you
metro.
imagine a cheaper place where you just order online like you just said to do?
Hey, yeah, but you see, the problem is that I have to log on to Amazon.
Going to Best Buy is out of my way because that means I gotta take a separate route. The other option also sucks. I gotta log in.
But dude, like, why log into Amazon when I can load up hit game Elden Ring Night Rain instead and play Night Rain?
No.
See, you laugh at that, but that's literally how an ADHD brain works.
I can't say much.
I shouldn't even be saying that. That's fucked up.
I started working on the Doom Shield today, and then immediately went, I want to play Doom. Loaded up Doom. Immediately. I'm like, oh shit. Oops.
Dude, I have the exact same problem with the campaign I'm DMing.
Okay.
Just like because we're taking a break right now because we just came off like a major story stuff, major story thing, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna spend the month of June working on the next bit of the story. It is currently June 19th, 11 p.m. I have not started that. We are expected to start again in July.
Getting kind of close there.
Uh, I'll do it later.
That's okay. I also have like scripts and stuff made up going, do you know what? I will make these like little shorts and everything else and short like series and stuff. I got enough for many episodes. Did I do it? No.
Dude, if I could just focus on something, I can make the best franchise ever. I just need to focus for a little bit. Just need to
Uh
focus.
I I was making this parody series and stuff like that off of like Fast and Furious. And then it I've been working on it for so long. It's been about a year where it's now its own thing. I got scripts written up. I got play like scenes out done like done up and everything else. I'm just like I'll get to it at some point.
Like an in-depth parody, like are we talking like scary movie length or just like a
It's
small?
no longer a parody. I just made it my own thing. It started off as that. And then I was like, oh, that thing from that is actually kind of cool. What if I just like play that in? And then all of a sudden I just made, oh, there's episode 1, 2, 3. Character development happens.
So I have that same problem.
Things happen.
I have
People
that.
die. It's like, oh, cool.
I have that exact same problem. I have that for just own like my own D&D stuff, and I have that for like my own like little ideas, my own little amalgamations I think up in my own time. Like one thing I
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Did I lag or did you just say that weird?
Yeah, I did see that for some reason.
I thought I lagged. I was just like, am I lagging for a second?
No,
Why is
no,
so
Zoz,
fast?
you're lagging now. Your internet's bad. It's that weird middle of nowhere
You're
Wi-Fi.
doing that is making popping and crackling around too. No.
Hey, do you want to hear the
Why?
most annoying sound in the world? Hey, how's it going, hey, guys?
Well, now
Oh,
it's
well,
been quiet. It's all
well,
good.
now that's not fun.
Now you failed.
No, well, that's
You've done it so many times, and now you
fuck.
failed. Yeah.
But yeah,
What were you saying?
what I was gonna say is that like something I always like thought was really cool was the idea of like you know like hidden world trope, like you know stuff like Harry Potter is like probably the most obvious example, like the hidden wizarding world and shit like that. And I always thought those ideas were
Oh, like Narnia.
yeah, sort of, or Percy Jackson.
I was trying to think of a. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Vampire the
But yeah,
Masquerade,
those-
stuff like that, like fantasy, kind of like hiding from modern society, hidden within like other like shit. And I thought that was always really cool, but there was always one aspect I found that very unrealistic. The U.S. government doesn't know and is completely fine with not knowing.
Oh yeah, they never know, do they?
I know this is gonna take a turn. That was a big turn to take. I understand that. I would love like in like let's say like in a smaller like in a series where like you know you have a group of protagonists going like oh we have to like you know we're like a group of people who like you know stop like vampires from like doing shit or like you know aliens from doing shit but we have to make sure the public doesn't know about it because they'll freak the fuck out if they find out and then like one episode it's like you know the U.S. government just shows up like yeah we know yeah, we have all the stuff meant to specifically. We have tactical garlic launchers for vampires. We're ready for this. We pumped like trillions of dollars into the defense against the paranormal.
We have garlic launchers. That's a wild thing.
Well, this is
Can't
my.
they just die from silver?
I mean, yeah. I'm just using that as an example.
Silver bullets. I just like to think of a grenade launcher and just shoots garlic.
You're losing the point, Sauce. You're losing the point. But keep it like.
Yeah, we got garlic launcher.
Well, okay, like Harry Potter, for example, and this is a specific plot point in Harry Potter because, like, even though that the woman who writes that sucks, I still have that series, unfortunately, like permanently engraved in my brain. So, like, it's canon in Harry Potter that like the Prime Minister of like the Wizarding World will let the current
It's a good series though.
sure. As I've gotten older, I've noticed like more and more weird things that just don't add up. But that's another discussion for another stream. I have an entire like notepad of a friend. We can go over that another time.
Do I need to rewatch this? I haven't watched this since I was young. Okay, wait. Before you continue, I have not watched part 1 or part 2 of the very last one.
You're fine with that.
Go ahead and spoil it. But
Honestly, you're fine.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Um, but to use this as an example, like the prime minister of the Wizarding World will always tell like the prime minister of the Muggle world, "Hey, yeah, I'm the prime minister of the Wizarding World. We exist. I'm just letting you know. I'll update you on major events." I always think at the back of my head, if that happened with like the Wizarding president in the U.S., the Muggle president will immediately contact the Pentagon and go, "Okay, we need a department and a military detachment ready to counter these people at any given time. This is a big fucking deal. What the fuck is?" And I want it like imagine like Voldemort like casting spells like "Ha, I'm evil," and then like a fucking like F-15 of anti magic missiles just fucking snipes him.
Oh my! I'm sorry. When you say like the Muggle president, I just thought of like the current president going, "We gotta go there. We gotta go there now.
Oh my!
I'll talk to them." I have the stupid Trump shit in my head, like his voice going through my head. That
Terrible.
is that.
Did you see his a picture of him at the military parade recently for his birthday? He looked like the most depressed piece of shit ever.
I did not. No,
Uh,
I've not really been paying attention to many politics, really.
Hold on, I'll send you a pic.
I can only pay attention to politics for so long, and then I'll go, well, this is annoying me. I'm gonna go and be ignorant again.
Oh, I can't find the pic. I don't want to scroll through Reddit right now. I've already been typing on my computer a lot. I'll find that later. But yeah, that's what I want. I want the U.S. military to destroy the magic people. Yeah.
And that's what we get out of this. We're going to destroy the magic.
Well, because like, it's always like the military is portrayed as like, "Oh, we have no idea, we can't do this," and it's like bullshit. There's no way that like the CIA doesn't know that like there's like
Also, every
werewolves.
time at the Harry Potter world, sorry, that's like the weakest versions I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Really,
for sure. Everything bodies.
holy shit! Because in its own universe, it's like okay, that's powerful. That's not blah blah, decent series to watch. Everything else, but they're kind of weak.
They power scale terribly.
Like Avada Kedavra is like the kill spell. Why don't everyone just use that instead of
It's
oh
legal.
let's levitate?
It's legal.
Okay,
It's illegal.
okay. Your enemy who does not give a shit about legality is gonna come in and use that on you. What do you have?
It's illegal. Also, like apparently it splits your soul.
It's illegal.
Apparently, it's stupid.
Oh,
But yeah, no, Harry Potter. Hold on, I want to ask you a question because this is a conversation I had in Discord a while back with like Sculler, Chaos, a couple other people. I don't recall if you were there for it or not, but let me allow you to posit you this question: Who would win in a fight, a group of Dementors or the Ghostbusters?
what's a Dementor again? Oh, a Dementor is the fucking
The Azkaban
shadow,
guys, yeah,
the shadow guys from
suck your soul, Harry
Harry Potter,
Potter,
right?
yeah, they suck your soul out and
Yeah.
everything.
Ah, are we saying just the original four Ghostbusters?
We're gonna say the original four Ghostbusters, yeah.
And how many Dementors?
We'll say 4v4, so four Ghostbusters, four Dementors.
4v4.
A couple of things you need to keep in mind. One, Muggles cannot see Dementors. Number one. Something we couldn't determine though in that conversation in Discord was whether or not this is like a hard fact that cannot be countered with science, or if the Ghostbusters can use their equipment to see Dementors. Like the little like Ray has like the goggles that he can put on and see like Slimer flying around, that type of shit. But
Well, is a Dementor a spirit of any sort?
it is a spirit. It is. I think we went on the Wikipedia, and apparently it's supposed to be a demon of some kind.
Then the Ghostbusters with their equipment should be able to see it.
But we also know that Muggles cannot like touch Dementors or interact with them. Apparently, oh, that was part of the conversation.
No,
But because they're
but
using
they
advanced,
capture it.
but because they're using advanced technology, literally meant to countering ghosts, does that override Dementors like ability to basically just be like anti-Muggle?
Dementors also might be too much for the equipment too, because haven't they just mainly gone up against normal type of ghosts and everything else, and
True.
stuff like that? Never
Well, they've
demons.
gone against.
I've never seen ghosts.
Okay, well, okay, well, if we talk about Ghostbusters in general, I think okay, well, for one, they took care of like what, like two major ghosts, like in like a 10-year span with Gozer and the paint guy. I forgot what his name is. He's the guy in the painting. Those are
They
major
weren't
threats,
demons though.
but those are worse than demons. Those are major world-ending threats.
Oh, I guess so.
And there's also something
I would
else.
say they got a good fighting chance against them. If
There's
they
also
win, I'm not too sure.
There's also another fact to consider. So Dementors have this thing where, like, in the I know this is a stupid fucking conversation, but Dementors.
It's another fact. Before you say anything, another one.
Like I said, I just have this information engraved into my head. But Dementors, around them, they make people depressed. Basically, like being around a Dementor will drain you of positivity. The Ghostbusters do have a hard counter to this. Have you watched Ghostbusters 2 out of curiosity?
Yes.
Okay, so you know
Like
about
the original Ghostbusters too?
yeah, the original.
Yes.
So you know about the positive mood slime.
Yes.
So just dunk yourselves in the mood slime. And would that counter soul sucking? Because that's all like negativity and shit. I could the slime repel a Dementor? Because that's what a Patronus does. A Patronus is just like positive emotion energy. Could you slime?
And the slime is a positive emotion.
Could you slime a Dementor away?
Oh my god! Everything with Ghostbusters is resolved by getting slimed in some sort of way.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I work on the thumbnail for this one, it's gonna look fucking awesome.
Could you slime a Dementor? I'm writing that down.
So, I mean,
well, can a Dementor does it touch like actual things? Can it be touched by like?
Yes, I think yes, physical objects can like block Dementors. I think that's confirmed. Oh, I gotta bring up the fucking Wikipedia.
I'm just writing down the title for this episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know what? I'm going to say the Ghostbusters have a good fighting chance.
I think the Ghostbusters do have this. I think they can do it. That was a fun discussion,
Can
though.
you slime a Dementor?
I know for a fact Sculler's going to be listening to this, and he's going to hear me bring up the conversation, and he's going to go, fuck. Shit.
Well, can you slime one? Who knows?
I'd
I know
imagine.
what the thumbnail is going to be for this one. I get a side profile of your face.
It's like what both of our faces look on Ghostbusters shooting a stream of slime at a fucking Dementor.
Kind of. It's like I'm in Ghostbusters. Maybe something else, but yeah.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. That doesn't sound good.
It's gonna wait. Don't worry.
Oh,
Perfect. You usually get to see the what I've created before I put it up, anyways.
yeah, I do. But I don't.
did the last two because I did not do anything in the last two.
I don't like the way that was worded.
Look, it's worded great, wonderful.
No, it's not. In
Yes.
fact, that's debatably
100%.
worded terribly.
It is better than the masturbation conversation we'll
All
have.
right, let's move it on.
And that's how you move on. Just
Next topic.
Okay, before we go, I scrubbed through the audio, making sure I didn't say anything, because I thought I said something else before we moved on, and I had to go through. It's like, okay, we're good. I thought I had to bleep something.
Well, what did you think
I
you
was going
said?
through it. No, because then I gotta bleep this one.
Okay, imply what you thought you said.
Oh, we're saying the same thing.
Oh boy.
Anyways, I'll just pour myself a glass. There we go.
So
Okay.
let me ask you this, because I know you have the game. I know you opened it, but have you played like Night Rain at all? since buying it.
What the fuck is Night Rain?
Elden Ring.
Oh, I have not opened it. No, I've only downloaded it.
Okay. Well,
You guys are always in a group of 3, so I'm just like, I'll play it at some point. You guys are always playing in a group of 3. I'm like, I'll play at some point.
maybe later.
I'll do it at some point.
Maybe
maybe later.
Three is such an odd number to fucking limit that.
There's also some other games that only allow 3 people, and it's like, oh, God damn it, why not 4?
Like Hunt Showdown does 3. I think the Marathon beta had only 3 people per squad.
Yeah.
That's a funny one. Did you know? I mean, I don't think you care about Marathon, which is fair. I don't either, but like, there's some funny shit going on about that. So,
What game's Marathon again?
okay, so it's the new Bungie game.
I know about it. Okay.
Okay,
Go on.
so you know about like how most of the art assets in that game are stolen.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I
Okay.
just never really cared for it. I never really cared for the like game. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, I don't care for the game either. But like, so like, here's the thing I found out. Apparently, this is not the first time, but Bungie has done this. They've done it multiple times with like Destiny stuff. So at this point in time, it's not an accident. It's just like what they do with their shit. They just take shit. And
Well, Bungie's also not the same company that they used to be. Like everyone who used to work there is no longer working there.
that's true.
Like from Halo days.
But I also look at it
Maybe
as,
like some CEOs and stuff. And that's about it.
oh no, I don't think the CEO is the same. But I also look at it as like I like a lot of people go like, oh man, Bungie should have stuck with Halo, and I'm like, that's a terrible fucking decision. And you can just look at the original iteration of Destiny to see that.
Oh yeah, like not the same people who worked in that. Like people who did the rest of the Halo stuff went over to 343, and then I don't even know if they were there anymore by the time 4 and 5 came out. Fuck.
No, I mean, probably for 4. I think before it could be arguable, but for like 5, 6, and Infinite, no, I think there's like this weird thing about like keeping like new blood, I guess, for like games, which is totally not just code for like we keep burning out our developers and we keep needing new developers.
Well, I'm really hoping the new Halo that's going to come out
It won't.
will be more true
It
to
won't.
kind of what it used to be.
It won't.
It won't, but hoping.
Zoz, I'm gonna be
Halo Infinite wouldn't be that bad. What they did, it was cool having a whole open world experience of it. That was cool.
It was.
The story kind of sucked.
It's middling.
story.
The story's bad because Halo's had an issue for the past 3 games where they do not commit to the story they set up, and then in the next game they abandon it.
Oh my god, the one thing that was so annoyed. I have not played Halo Wars 2 yet. Still. I want to play the game, just haven't gotten around to it, and don't have the time, so I don't worry about it.
Apparently they're all dead. Allegedly.
What is?
The characters in Wars 2. Well, I mean Halo Wars, and obviously they're in Halo Wars 2, but like they're just not around.
Oh. That I don't care about. But Halo 5 ended. Oh, here comes Cortana. Pooh, at Earth. And I was like, okay. Maybe something will happen with 6. Then
Next
Halo Wars
game.
2 came out. I was like, yeah, dude. And then I was just like, no, I'm gonna wait for 6. And then Halo Infinite comes out. It's like
Completely
back in the
different
ring.
thing.
But what happens? And then I'm talking to Scholar. It's like, oh yeah, they resolved that and stuff in Halo Wars 2. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? What, in a completely different genre of game? They resolve it there, where the people who just play FPS games are not going to play a fucking Command and Conquer game.
So it's worse than that. It is. It is worse. So Halo Wars 2. I'm not super familiar, but I might be wrong. Scholar will correct me later or whatever. Halo Wars 2 does set up the main antagonists and the faction in Halo Infinite, because the Banish came from Halo Wars 2, and then they're the main faction you fight in Halo Infinite. As for like the world state with Cortana basically being dead and all that was like set up in like books.
She wasn't even dead. She went over to the Earth planet. What planet? Oh, well, Earth.
The Earth
The Earth
planet.
planet. Oh shit, Earth. So,
The
like,
Earth
the
planet.
very end of Halo 5 is her warping out of wherever the fuck they were, warping in at Earth, into the orbit of Earth, in the giant, like, fucking Guardian type of thing. And I'm like, oh shit, she's about to go down at Earth. Like, next game, let's go. Never fucking happened.
Yeah, because
That pissed me right off. It's like, oh, so you're just gonna leave this on a cliffhanger. So yeah, okay, 5 does not exist to me in my mind at all. It
I
does
mean,
not
it,
exist to
it
me.
shouldn't. I
Fuck
think
you.
out of 4, 5, and Infinite, 5 is the weakest.
Mhm.
Because most of 5 is genuinely backtracking most of the emotional payoff of 4, like just reversing it and making it worse. Because this is something we've argued a lot, and I said I think 4 is a pretty good continuation from Halo 3. Art style
I
notwithstanding,
do not like the armor at
I
all.
don't. I don't
think
either.
it's stupid.
I hate
I
the
understand
armor.
what they did. They company I want to do something else with his armor. Kind of fucked that up. Kind of looks like ass.
It looks terrible.
100%. But it's just like it's mainly the shoulder blades, man. It's mainly the fucking shoulder blades. Oh, so stupid. The shoulder fucking thing.
I hate the armor.
But
Okay, you know what I hate about Spartan armor in 4 and 5? I hate how like so much of the bodysuit is visible.
yeah, which is pretty dumb.
It is. And
But uh, 4, I I didn't enjoy it as much, obviously, as the other ones, but it wasn't bad. I'll say that it wasn't bad. The environments was still like pretty fun and everything else. 5, big empty room, bunch of enemies.
I don't.
Next area, big empty room, bunch of enemies. That's all 5 was.
Ugh, I'm gonna disagree on Halo 4 having good environments. I actually hate Halo 4's environments on the account that it's nothing but fucking bloom everywhere.
Maybe I ought to play Halo 4 again because I'm just comparing it to Halo 5, and I remember Halo 5 being completely empty environments, and I have not touched Halo 4 in I don't know how many years now.
I mean, Halo 4 also
I'm
had,
going off by an old memory.
if I recall correctly, Halo 4 had its own issues with like a lot of empty environments and a lot of like boring like level design. Like it's mostly forest, then rocky areas, and a lot of Forerunner architecture. And then you have like a level in like a UNSC facility, and then you're back in a lot of Forerunner shit.
I'm remembering some of it now.
Yeah.
Mainly the ending where you got to run over to the bridge, and I remember that just being all empty space with like cover
Well, that
up to them.
okay. So are you talking about like just the ending sequence, or are you talking about like the ending level? Because I think the ending is actually really good.
The ending level, like having to fight all the way through, and I just remember it like being, there's your way, bunch of boxes are there, and there's enemies.
Yeah, the ending. I think the ending level is okay-ish. I'm not like gonna fight for it, but I think that story of that game is really good. I think that is an excellent continuation point, and I think that is literally the point in the series that the Master Chief should have stopped being the main character because I think that's like a completely tragic like way to end his story. I think like have him survive, sure, but like don't like he's like done after that point.
I'd be fine with him still being the main character and still fighting. He just doesn't have an AI no more.
That too.
And let's not make the, well, you can get a new AI, but he'd probably say no, with how his character development would technically be if they did it like that. But when Halo 5 came out, it's like, oh, Cortana's in this one. Like my very first thought was, oh, they're gonna fucking botch this.
Oh, they did. Oh, they did. They.
they did hard. Oh, 100% they did.
You know, I like this. Like,
I still played the shit out of
like
multiplayer in that though.
I like this better idea like the Halo story we're coming up with, and it's literally the solution is just delete Halo 5 from the equation.
Yeah, just it doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Does not exist.
And you know what? Halo Infinite would like if you could probably change Infinite's story to be like just like echoes of Cortana and like just the Banished trying to set it off the Halo ring.
No.
No.
No more echoes. No more echoes of Cortana.
Okay. No.
Worst part about Halo 3.
No. Okay. Relax. You're having like a Vietnam flashback.
The PTSD is happening. I just see the blue face and me slowing down.
No, but like,
anyways, go on.
It's one of the stronger things about Infinite that I like a lot is that like it is like because like the problem with Halo 5 is that they bring back Cortana and it kind of like doesn't allow Chief to kind of like mourn her or to kind of emotionally move on, which is weird. Talking about the Master Chief, the man literally does not have an emotion, but that's not the he has emotion. It's just literally under his personal armor. And Halo Infinite does kind of like go into that, especially with introducing the weapon, which is like the clone AI of Katana, and like,
Kind of made Chief just emotionally weak a lot of that in Halo 5.
well,
Because his whole goal, which he was putting a lot of his team in danger too, was just to go and get Cortana and reunite with her and blah blah. That was the main thing.
so you could say that's weak. I'm gonna say that's probably very accurate to someone who was raised like Chief, who would react, because you have to remember that Chief, Spartans are kidnapped at an early age. He is very
Yeah,
likely.
but in general, I wish that they just killed off Cortana. It would have been more emotionally
Oh, okay,
impactful and
yeah,
everything
yeah, yeah,
else
yeah.
instead of having her come back.
Okay, yeah.
That's like it just like yeah, Chief going AWOL. That'd be nothing new. But I don't know. It was just
Well, you didn't go where I
I
thought you
don't know much to say about 5.
were. Well, you weren't going where I thought you were going to go with that for a second. Because I was going to say, like, Chief going after Katana, especially in that way, he's, like, being actively detrimental to his team. That checks out, because, again, he probably has a massive emotional dependence on Cortana. And just a lot of reasons for that, because Katana's a clone of Dr. Halsey, and Dr. Halsey was, like, a mother to the Spartan Twos. Obviously, there's some Oedipus complex in that.
It's a massive thing.
Yeah, it's a lot to
Yeah,
get into. But yeah,
yeah.
the solution is just get rid of 5, rewrite Infinite, and there we go. We're fine. Well, for the
You
most
know what? Just
part,
get rid of them both.
Infinite we can keep. I think Infinite's fine.
You think Infinite's fine?
I think
Yeah, I
Infinite is
guess.
overhated.
Great idea.
Okay.
Yeet 4 and 5.
No.
Wait, listen to me.
No.
Yeet 4 and 5.
No.
Hold up.
No.
Hold up.
No.
Eat them both. They don't exist in the timeline. You know, at the end of 3, where he's stuck in the ship and stuff.
Yep.
Let's just say that because oh god, if they did that into what Halo Infinite was, because you know how you're stuck in the ship. What if like you were to leave the ship?
Okay, wait.
No,
I think
I don't know.
wait,
I'm
wait,
trying to
wait,
rewrite all
wait, wait.
something where he's
I
stranded
see
in
where you're
space,
going.
floating in space.
I see the coding on the wall.
You
Okay.
see where I'm going?
Okay, so
But I'm
okay.
not quite there.
Okay, let me pick this up where you're leaving off. Let me take the torch. Okay, so he's on the ship. The ship's drifting. Instead of landing on Requiem, they land on the Halo ring from Infinite.
Yeah, there we go.
And we'll say that Katana's already dead by the time Chief comes out of like cryo. Like she's already went like rampant, and most of the game is kind of like relax. I'm gonna say the word echoes again. You gotta relax. You gotta be ready for this. You're dealing with like echoes of Katana. Relax, relax.
That'd be cool too. Like have Cortana like spread out on the ring though too, like
Yeah.
parts of her where there's where she's falling apart and stuff like that.
Mm.
God, see already writing a better story than what they were doing.
I mean,
All we're doing is talking on a podcast.
I mean, it's easy to like look at like in hindsight and go, "Man, you guys should have done this." It's easy to do that.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Because real
Uh,
writers who do games and shows and shit, they are putting the tracks down as the train is moving. We're not. The train has passed us. We've seen the train crash, and we go, "Well, here's the solution, idiot. You didn't put the track down right. You should have put the track down right, idiot."
yeah. What the fuck? There we go. At the same time, though, it's like I sometimes just wonder why on certain things and why they like to double down on certain things that the community obviously hated.
Hmm.
I always sometimes go like, not this is just with Halo. This is with some games where it's just like, did you not play test your game? Do you not go through the game and see that it's kind of boring and all the environments kind of look the same? You not notice that? I know you guys play test your game.
I mean, they obviously do
I
play
don't know.
test their game, unless it's literally Garden of Bandman or something, which, no, you did not play test this at all. Or like Security Breach on its original release, that like you did not test this even slightly.
But there's a lot of games that we can probably name that they probably did not do good testing or any testing on.
Well, hold on. Let me correct myself there, because what I said was just completely incorrect. You can have the best QA team on Earth, but the problem is devs need to implement fixes. because this is a problem I can speak of.
True.
I've been a QA tester. I know how it works. You can point out bugs. You can go, this is a critical issue that needs fixing, and it will come down to the devs wanting to fix it or not. And sometimes devs will go, this is not a bug. We need to focus, or they'll just straight up, this isn't a bug. This is how we want it to play. So it's not just a thing of
Oh my
QA.
god.
Yeah, no, trust me. There's some fun QA stuff to talk about. That's my phone.
That was your phone. I was going to go look for my phone. I was like, my phone's not in front of me.
I should mute that. But no, like it's not you strictly a problem with like QA not having a QA team and stuff like that. It's a combination of a couple things. QA can have problems accessing the game. QA could just have like low team morale. That's also a big thing. Usually towards closer to the release of a game, devs will start going, okay, we only want A class bugs. We don't want like, oh, this piece of armor is clipping. So we want like crashes or major progression blockers. And another part of QA
Yeah.
is that we're not bugging, boring environments. Unfortunately, we're just bugging bugs. We don't do art direction. We don't do opinions. The devs will sometimes ask us for opinions, but we don't give our opinions for the most part. We're just like, this is a bug. You need to fix this.
Yeah. One thing that I would also like more too is that, which I've noticed that a lot of games are now doing it, is where they push back the release date because they're not ready. Although then there's some games like Cyberpunk where they pushed it back so many times it came out and it was still not great.
But Cyberpunk's a bit more of a different problem because they were actively okay. So
There's a lot of stuff
yeah,
happening with that.
it's a lot.
I know all that, but like now, fuck, it's a great game now.
It is, and it's getting another patch
Fucking
apparently.
works well. Like, another patch, really.
Another patch. They said it was done after the last patch, and we're getting another one. It's nuts.
That's what they always say.
I gotta finish my like playthrough. I still have not beaten Phantom Liberty yet. I need to go back and actually do that at some point.
I haven't played Phantom Liberty yet. My plan was to play it and everything else, and then I started playing other games, and I kind of got sidetracked, and I did not touch it.
I got a lot of games like that. I still need to play Clara Obscura, which is a game I literally had gifted to me, and that's something I want to play soon. I want to do a replay of Persona 4 because Persona 4 Revival is coming out eventually, which is annoying. Actually, when is that coming? Is that coming out next? Is that? I gotta check. Hold on. When is Persona 4 Revival coming out? No, okay.
God, I would love to play a Persona game again, but it's too many hours, and I don't have enough time.
That's fair. It is a massive commitment to make. If you want my recommendation, I would say Persona 3 Reload. I mean, Persona 3 is my personal favorite. It's like a game that
It's just too many hours, though. That's the problem.
you're playing Baldur's Gate right now.
That's fine. We're almost done.
Yeah, and how many hours is Baldur's Gate?
Oh, a lot. But I own the game, and I enjoy the game.
So it's an issue of knowing if you will enjoy it going in.
Yes and no. Because this is also a multiplayer game,
True.
which probably helps. I am more inclined to buy a game if I can play with friends than to buy a solo player game.
You know what?
That's literally just how I am. I just like to play games with friends and stuff like that. And like Doom is just one of those ones that I love the franchise and everything else. I love Doom. It's like up there on my top like 5 games of all time. Game franchises, I guess. Except for the one Doom, I have not had a Doom that I did not really like.
Sorry, I like zoned out for like a couple seconds there. Could you repeat what you just said?
I was saying I'm more inclined to buy a multiplayer game, a game either co-op or something like that, a game where I can play with another friend or more, than to buy and play a single player game. Like with Doom, that's one of the exceptions. I was just giving that an example, and then I went, but that's like, my top 5 of the series I like.
I don't know. I can
So
I can kind of get that, I guess. I'm like, okay, that's fair, but it's also like there's a lot of like, it, I don't know. Like I find that I don't know. I just disagree, and I think the energy's wrong. I think your entire opinion's wrong, and a bit.
what that? But I just don't like to play single player games that much. I
Yeah,
like
no,
some of them.
no.
100%. I do play single player games. I play single player stories.
No.
Just I'm more inclined to buy a game
I'm
that's
just,
that many
I,
hours. That
I just, I don't have a reply. That's it. I'm just like,
your whole thing is wrong. You're wrong.
you weren't even there, Your Honor.
Oh my god.
So as we're getting close to ending time, I have another topic to bring up because I was gonna try to bring it up when we talked about Elden Ring, and then you said you didn't play Night Ring yet. I'm like, well, shit. But I want to end on this because I had a really funny thought recently.
I want to
So,
play Night Ring. I do.
do you want to play Night Ring after this?
No.
Nah, see, you don't want to play it enough. See, that's why you're never gonna get a trio.
Sure, I don't want to play enough right now. You're right.
Um, so are you familiar with a lot of like the stuff, like a lot of drama, especially when Elden Ring first came out, like the original iteration of Elden Ring, and a lot of people who were joining in for the first Souls game were like, "Oh man, this game's too hard. This game needs a difficulty slider."
Oh yeah, I heard about that, and I said like I didn't even have the game yet. I wasn't playing it. I was like those guys going, "You're playing a fucking Souls game. No shit. It's gonna be hard."
It's true. And this conversation has went to a couple of places. A place that up until recently I was completely pig-headed against. I was very like stone-faced, like, no, don't do this. But I had a thought that kind of changed my mind. So a lot of people want like more accessibility options for Souls games, stuff like something to what The Last of Us 2 has. Stuff like, help for like people who are visually impaired, people with mobility, sorry, not mobility, motor issues, to help them like play the
Oh,
game.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and like the good example is like the drive assist in like Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something akin to that, and and stuff to help like jumping, stuff like that. It's stuff to help people who can't play the game as functionally well, specifically like the differently abled or handicapped. And I was
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna put in something like a an extra like a longer parry window or something would probably help with
yes,
that
well,
then.
I think that's
'Cause
closer.
that's what Doom has.
That's closer to
Mm.
difficulty than accessibility, I'd
But
argue.
with accessibility, you got to do something to tweak a little bit.
Sure, but I'll agree with you for the sake of conversation, just so we don't get stuck on difficulty versus accessibility, because it's gonna get to a really funny bit. And
Okay.
so I've always been part of the crowd. Like, we don't Souls don't need this because this is coming from a group of people who very likely do not actually who aren't actually disabled, who just want the game to be easier for them. And I always found like that there are people who like argue that, and I do find those people very disingenuous and arguably what's the phrase, the term,
I
fuck.
would I would say, well, they're probably just casual gamers, but then a casual gamer won't go on Twitter and fucking rant about this. So, or online and get upset about this. So, never mind.
Hold on. Ableist. Ableist is the term I was looking for. Like, these are people who are very ableist who have tried.
Okay.
And I've always said we don't. Souls games do not need this because we had people who've had motor issues who've beaten in Souls games front to back, genuinely super impressive. But then I had a thought
Yeah.
recently while I was walking in a parking lot that literally flipped my entire mind around on this, and it's because I saw a car in the disabled parking that didn't have a disabled hanger. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Let's put accessibility options in all video games. Every video game. For the rest of time, every video game has accessibility options. If you start using those options and you don't need to, it's strictly a skill issue. We should shame these people the exact same way we shame people who park in handicapped parking who aren't handicapped.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
like,
That'd be kind of funny.
It should follow you to your grave. Like kids should point at you and laugh. That's the person who turned on auto movement in Elden Ring, and he didn't need it. He just was lazy and didn't want to pick up the controller. And this is not to say people who
Yeah.
it's not to say people who are also like differently abled or disabled who can't like. I'm not saying they're lazy. These are people who sometimes need these functions. I'm talking about like your random regular ass schmo Joe who just cannot beat Margit and just like, you know what, I'm just gonna use these settings because whatever. I'm bad at the game and I don't want to learn the game. I just want to beat the game to be part of the crowd who beat the game. Make fun of those people.
You know what upsets me? This is probably the last point before we actually end up getting off.
Yeah.
You know what upsets me?
What?
Because you bring up like the whole able stuff where you got to use like a different controller and stuff like that, like
Oh,
the
boy.
Xbox controller, like
Oh, boy.
or something like that. Do you know what really fucking upsets me?
Oh boy, what's up?
When someone kicks ass through all of like some kind of like Bloodborne or something like that on a fucking banana or some shit, it upsets me because I look at that and I just go, "Fuck you." I can't even do this on a mouse and keyboard or controller on Elden Ring. And I'm watching you use a fucking banana and a potato of some sort, smacking together, smacking them and fucking dodging.
DDR dance pad.
Oh my god, the DDR dance pad one. Fuck, I watched that shit and they were beating these games. I'm like, I can barely do that shit myself on a controller or mouse and keyboard with normal controls. You thought I was going somewhere else, wasn't it?
I did. I was really worried for a second.
Is this where we cut the podcast?
Oh.
Is this where we find out that Zoz is an ableist? No, not ableist. What the fuck?
Ableist. You were close. You were close.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Put every game should have accessibility options. Just shame the people who don't need it, who use it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty funny.
That's the same mentality as parking in the handicap parking zone.
Oh my god. But I think that's time right now. We started a little bit late, so
Yeah. It's my fault. I was doing more DVD with people, and I was like, oh man, I could play a couple more matches, and no, I could not play a couple more matches.
That's all good. That's all good. But hey, thanks for watching the podcast. As usual, all links to Bones and my stuff will be down in the description below. Make sure you follow Bone on YouTube and use Twitch, right?
Yeah, Twitch.
And Twitch. I almost said Twitter. You're not on Twitter.
I'm on Twitter. No one's following me on Twitter. That's where all
you
my
are.
That's where all my porn is. No one's going and following me on Twitter. Well, I'm not gonna fucking hide it. Don't follow me on Twitter. I follow a lot of porn artists. What do you want me to say?
That's just my Reddit. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching. Join us back next week for whatever the fuck else. Have a good one. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.